What's up guys, That is here, and in this video we're gonna discuss about the buffs and nerfs for Arcade Edition. I'm here with Fulgor. He will help me out with the discussion. And first we're gonna start with the characters. It's funny how the top tier characters in Season 2 were loved back in Season 1, like characters like Balrog, also Guile was pretty fan favorite. Laura not too much, but well, the hate right now is like so huge for Laura that it's ridiculous and funny. So
Ibuki was also very she was considered mid-tier at best.
Yeah, and now she's top tier, and well, she's pretty annoying in some matches, in some matchups, and well, it's so hard to deal with some of these top tier characters. For example, Balrog's B-Trigger, Laura's B-Trigger, also Guile with the ridiculous sonic booms and his amazing sonic system in Street Fighter 5.
God tier normals are insane.
Yeah, a godlike normals is pretty insane. So what are your thoughts, or what you will do with these characters? You will buff the low tiers or nerf the top tiers? So what do you think is the better choice for the game to do?
I honestly think overall there needs to be some nerfs. Even my main character, Akuma, deserves some damage nerfs, and maybe the V-Trigger should last a little bit less for him. That being said, now that I got my character out of the way, Balrog, that's a character that you make one mistake and he will steal the round from you, even though he hasn't won that many tournaments. But it's very annoying online, or just even in pools or whatever, and then someone just steals a round because you dropped a combo, or he just gets in target combo, cancel V-Trigger, pushes you in the corner, 2 crush counters, and you're dizzy and you're dead.
So the tap also.
The tap is ridiculous.
Akuma takes the level 8 tap, and he's another mix up, and he's dead.
Yeah, he's in another dimension. Akuma's gone. And another character, I mean, there's Cammy. I don't know, that character seems to have an answer for everything. We even saw Valoran, if I remember correctly, in the interview with Event Hubs, that she really has an answer to everything.
Yeah, and also they gave her
matchups are he says that her matchups are 5-5 for everything. So I mean,
yeah. Also they gave her like a neutral. Yeah, and
neutral. I don't know.
She's already top tier, and they gave her like a neutral one. I don't know. That's ridiculous. Also, well,
Laura. Yeah, we were talking about her just a moment ago. Yeah, that character is the knee.
Yeah, the big problem is that hitbox on that thing on the knee from hell. Yeah,
and the fact that every Laura player just mashes jab on wake up, and people say, "Oh, you just have to do a crush counter meaty or do a meaty," but I don't know. That character seems that she can get away with it, and you see it happen in tournaments. Yeah. So it's not just us, that are struggling. It's not you guys that are struggling. There's even top tier, players in the Capcom Pro circuit that are struggling with this. And she's just very, very ridiculous. And I believe they need to either give her a 4-frame jab, or tone down, or at least fix the hitbox on the knee.
Because that pretty much
we've seen the videos. You've seen the videos of the spamming knee. And Yuring is actually pretty top tier as well. One thing I would nerf on him, the standing heavy
fierce.
Yeah, the standing heavy punch. We've seen the video as well. Flo, shoutouts to Flo, of him just winning rounds, hitting standing hard punch.
He made also a tutorial of how standing fierce would work, like all day, standing fierce all day, and that's it with
Guile. Overall, I think it's a character that has no bad matchups. I think he's the most complete out of the
I think he's top 1 in the game for me.
And he has very good normals. Zoning he's the only one that can zone, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because Capcom hates fireballs in this game. Compared to past.
They hate Ryu in this game.
Yeah, they hate Ryu in this game. But Guile seems to be the only one that can zone.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not sure what I would do to Guile. Maybe fix some of the normals.
Yeah, because
give him maybe a tad bit of more recovery on the sonic booms, or I know shout out to Doomsnake. He said that maybe when he gets knocked down, the only wake up. I don't know. He doesn't have that. Nerf his wake up options a little bit.
Yeah, because he's already have also the anti-air jabs, crouching anti-air jabs and standing anti-air jabs, and on top of that, he got also the crouching fears, which is also has an anti-air and the flash kicks.
And the flash kicks.
So it's ridiculous how he can also use the anti-air jabs. So that's another topic. The anti-air jabs should be gone. In the next version. Yeah, will be.
All right. Regarding the input lag, I know that there's supposed to be some updates coming to the Unreal Engine itself for the folks over at Epic Games, and we know that Harada was talking about updating that later on once the engine itself was updated to have less input lag. So what that means, Street Fighter V being a title that's also based off the Unreal Engine, that's a change that can come down the road. Probably not in time for Arcade Edition, but that would be a welcome change to see the input lag. Like I said before, sometimes a lot of players don't opt to do a Dragon Punch, mainly because it's just not worth the risk. We'll see Tokido do a standing jab with Akuma, or do the back hard punch as an anti-air, because it's a more solid anti-air and it's less risk to throw out a Dragon Punch, mainly due to input lag. And we've seen it happen. Or we'll see characters get jumped in on, and they just block because they don't bother to throw out an anti-air because of the input lag. So that's definitely a welcome change that could be coming down the road for the game.
Yeah. Also let's talk about crush counters. In the recent interview, Luffy's interview, let's read what he said in the here for the crush counters. Remove crush counter in neutral game is just too rewarding for the risk taken. If they leave crush counter in neutral, remove the priority system of heavy, medium, light, or let crush counter only happen on counter hits. So yeah, that heavy, medium, light attacks is pretty ridiculous, because the crush counters can beat even medium attacks and even light attacks. So
oh yeah, definitely. And definitely when you're trying to play honest in this game, it's happened to me, it's happened to you, it's probably happened to all of our viewers on the channel, where you're doing a solid, you're just throwing out a poke to keep the opponent somewhere, in where you want them at, and then they happen to throw a hard punch, or they're Urian and they just throw a standing hard punch, and blam, you get crush countered, and then you end up taking a lot of damage for it. And especially if your character is one of the characters with the lower health on the spectrum, it's gonna hurt. And how many times have you been robbed? Or the classic, I know this is not that many people, and you don't see it much in top play, but you've seen it happen online all the time.
Yeah.
Where they beat you with a crush counter sweep. You're in the neutral,
we know be triggered.
No be trigger to make it safe, and they just throw it out there. Boom, KO. The match is over.
It's really that's pretty funny and ridiculous at the same time.
So yeah, I mean, and it feels like you got robbed, and it's just not fun.
Yeah,
that's why I think that's the reason why people say this game is really random. Because of that. I mean, you could be winning a round and you take one crush counter, and that leads into a combo, and then you guess wrong, and then you're dizzy, then you're dead.
Yeah, it's kind of like the footsie game is not rewarding at all in this game. It's like you need to be random in order to win, I think. Yeah, it's
no, even Punk said it himself. He's like, you need to know when to push buttons.
Yeah.
So
when to throw the jabs.
When to throw the jabs, exactly.
To stop the pressure.
To stop the pressure.
Yeah. Also, remove the throw loops. The throw loops.
Oh wow, yeah. My character has that. Akuma has that, and get rid of that.
Yeah. Also, have you seen the
the video with our friend Smug. There, I think, there's where he gets thrown
like 9 throws.
Like 9 throws. He gets, and you just see his face in shock.
Yeah, that's like pretty ridiculous. So yeah, remove the throw loops. Or also, because they remove the throw loops for Ryu, but still other characters have the throw loops, like Ken, also Akuma. I think Rashid also.
Oh, Rashid, yeah.
Ibuki also, I think.
Oh, and Rashid is terrible in a sense that, I mean, he has insane corner carry, if not the best corner carry in the game. And then he puts you in the corner, and then you're going into throw loop city.
Yeah, the pressure is insane for Rashid. When he's pressuring you, it's like, damn, man, he's so hard to deal with. Also, B reversal should be the same for every character in startup, at least with the same property. Like on hit, give knockdown or don't, and on block, it's minus at the same frame with the same distance separating both characters.
Yeah, definitely. The V reversals need to be equal across the board, and they should put you at a distance where it's worth using. I mean, there's some V reversals, like Cammy's V reversal, that's positive for some reason, while others are terrible. And on top of that, Cammy's V reversal puts you in the corner. So
and goodbye.
So it's something that definitely should be addressed to balance it out across the board. I mean, how is it that Nash has a V reversal that he can teleport out, pretty much teleports him out, but you see Vega, and Vega's V reversal just puts him in the corner again? I mean, because all he does is like a backflip.
Yeah, so, and he's in the corner. And
I mean, he's trying to V reversal but it doesn't really do anything.
Yeah.
So that's definitely something that they should do. I believe Uffy says that V trigger damage should be scaled, and I agree with that. Yeah. Like I said, for Akuma, you could definitely either lower the time limit.
Also, Balrog's V trigger also.
Yes, lower the damage. You can, for Balrog, and my nerf would be either make it so his combo scales a lot more when he uses V trigger. So that way the Balrog player can choose whether, okay, I won't do as much damage, but I can at least put them in the corner, and I can continue my pressure there. Or if the Balrog player wants to get damage with their V trigger, make them do mix up and more resets.
Yeah, more resets. Yeah.
So that way he can reset the damage.
Yeah. Also, V trigger cancel on block should be negative, but that means that one-shot V triggers have to be reworked or timed V triggers really toned down. So yeah, well, I think that
would be more character specific in that aspect. I mean, because
yeah, I mean, the top tiers, the top tiers should have. It's fine for them to have like a negative on block.
I agree.
For example, Ryu. Well, Ryu is like he can. Well, it also depends on the balance changes on
overall. Correct.
Yeah. So. I don't know. I think it is character specific. Also, the pushback on hit should be corrected. So yeah, because for example, as we said before, Laura's knee.
Yes.
Is so ridiculous on block.
You block it, and then you think you can push a button, and then you take on the counter hit knee. It's counter hit, and then they can combo.
Yeah, on hit is ridiculous already. So on block it has to be nerf.
Either
the hitbox.
Yeah, nerf the hitbox or more pushback, so they just can't keep spamming that. We've seen the IDOM videos where he's just hitting Punk repeatedly over and over with a standing knee, standing medium kick.
So yeah, also. In the end, the most crucial things for me would be to encourage the footsie game and tone down comeback issues in just one set play. So yeah.
Exactly. That's something I think would make Street Fighter 5 a lot more enjoyable when you're playing it, not getting robbed by random crush counters, and make it more footsie oriented based with punishing, you know. So that'll be something that'll be fun. It'll be more fair.
Yeah.
Definitely. Sure, some may argue that it might make the game a little bit boring, but I honestly I would rather have a more balanced game and a more fair game than an explosive random game.
Yeah. And what about Ryu? What would you give Ryu in Arcade Edition?
Oh, and the buffs for him, like I said, I would, for example, I'm going this based off V-Trigger 1. If you don't remember, in the beta of Street Fighter V, Ryu, when he activated his V-Trigger and he threw the powered up Hadokens, they went out very fast. And on top of that, they did not drain the V-Trigger meter when it was activated. Right now, it's in Season 1 and Season 2.
Yeah.
When he throws an electric Hadoken that's not charged, it will drain the meter. And it'll waste that. He'll throw like 3 or 4 Hadokens and his meter is gone. I think it should stay, so that way if you don't give Ryu, if you don't buff his normal fireballs normally, then if you leave him how he is, fine. But at least give him a strong zoning game.
And a nice, decent low forward also.
Yes, decent low forward. Make that a true block string.
Yeah.
And that way he can apply pressure, because that's definitely something I would obviously add. The Shoryukens for Ryu, I'll make them like Akuma's when he's in V-Trigger, that they are invincible, so they will beat out meaties. So anyone tries to do a meaty crush counter and Ryu's in V-Trigger, he can wake up. He'll have that wake up option without wasting an EX bar.
Yeah. Well, also, what about Alex?
Oh, Alex, give him a 3-frame jab. Give him something. I mean, I'm afraid that they're gonna buff Alex in this version, and then they're gonna give him other nerfs. They're gonna like give him Bison's walk speed or something.
Yeah, it's ridiculous how Alex is not worth in this version. For example,
no, we've seen Cool Kid. He ended up switching.
Yeah, and shout out to Cool Kid. He was an Alex main in Season 1 and Season 2, and well, in Season 2.5 he decided to main Abigail, so now he's a monster now.
Oh yeah,
master level.
Yeah, he got the master level.
He won also the Red Bull Battlegrounds tournament, and he was pretty sick with his Abigail. And yeah, they should also buff Alex. Do something for
him. Maybe when he does the command grabs, maybe it's a little bit closer, so that way he can keep maintaining pressure, because when he does a hyper bomb, he stays pretty far away.
Yeah.
Make him like Zangief, like the light punch version, leaves it far away, while the heavy...
But characters like Laura, they can
get a command grab and they're right next to you, so I think that doesn't make sense. Laura has a 3-frame normal, and Alex doesn't. So I mean... there's some. I honestly think Capcom doesn't like Alex, because he was trash in Third Strike, and he's trash in this version. So I'm not sure in that aspect. Definitely Fang. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't use Fang, but definitely give him something. Maybe give him a little bit more damage. He doesn't seem to do that much damage.
Yeah, and Yuri also.
Yuri as well.
More damage for Yuri.
More damage for Yuri, because even when I fight Yuris online, sure, they're probably not the best Yuris. They're not a gentleman thief. You know, shout outs to him. But you know, I can take damage from Yuri, and it doesn't, even with Akuma, and she doesn't
do like a lot of damage. Much. Yeah.
So. But yeah, I would, and then obviously some of the middle tier characters probably could receive some buffs as well. I believe Chun-Li, I think, got overly nerfed.
Yeah.
In Season 1, that now the only person that's relevant with the character is MOV.
Yeah.
So I mean.
And he hasn't like won a lot of
tournaments.
Yeah.
And he's gotten top 8s, but. Yeah, it's definitely maybe fix her normals, make them how they were in Season 1. I'm not sure, but you guys can blow us up in the comments and place your suggestions, or if we missed somebody that you believe should get some nerfs, you know, let us know.
So yeah, guys, well, so let's make a summary, a quick summary for the buffs and nerfs. And well, for Balrog, we know they should nerf the damage on the of the V trigger, and maybe the tap a little bit, like I don't know, maybe a little bit more of recovery depending on what level of tap are you in. For Laura, maybe give her 4-frame jab, and the knee from hell, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Nerf that shit.
Yes.
Also, I don't know, for Guile, well, the Guile, the normals also.
Yeah, tone down the normals a little bit. Get rid of the that's a universal change for season 3.
The anti-air jabs, should be gone,
because he has a crouching anti-air jab. He's got the crouching hard punch. He's got a flash kick.
Yeah.
He's got an air throw for air to airs. I mean, come on.
Yeah. So I almost forget about the air throw.
I think he's one of the most complete characters.
Yeah, for me it's top 1. Guy for me is top 1 easily in the game. So I don't know for other ones, or Balrog, for other ones, or
Akuma or Rashid.
But for me it's Guy. I don't know who I would. Guy is
Rashid,
definitely.
Speaking of
Rashid is also top tier.
Yeah, I would count down his corner carry a little bit.
Yeah, because
some of the
throw loops also, remove the throw loops.
Yeah, because that guy throws you in the corner and it's throw loop city. So.
Yeah. And for the low tier characters, as you know, both Ryu, both Alex, for God's sake, and Yuri, and well, I think that's all for this video. If you have another idea,
yeah, if we forgot anything, let us know. You know, do what you YouTube monsters do. Blow us up in the comments.
Yeah, so that's all for this video, guys. I'm DeadAce. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next one.